Imagine living through two world wars, the collapse of a massive empire, and a global economic meltdown. Around you, the world is literally burning. But inside your studio, it is eternal summer. There are no bombs, no politics, no blood. Just golden-haired nymphs playing cupids and beautiful women draped in soft silk. This was the reality of Austrian artist Hans Zatzka. For nearly a century, he chose to ignore the horrors of history to build his own fairy tale universe. Critics called his work a superficial fantasy. But what if this radical obsession with pure beauty was actually his personal way of resisting the madness of the world?
Before we dive into his secret studio, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. It really helps a small channel like this keep telling these forgotten stories. Now, let's go back to where it all began, in a city that was about to change forever. Born in Vienna in 1859, Zatzka grew up at the absolute peak of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. He was deeply talented from childhood, entering the prestigious Vienna Academy of Fine Arts at just 18. He blew away his professors, winning a gold medal by 1880. But while his peers chased the chaotic, wild, bohemian lifestyle of the European art scene, Zatzka did something unexpected. He completely vanished from the public eye. He didn't hang out in smoky salons. He didn't do big solo exhibitions, and he never took on students. Instead, he locked himself away in his Vienna home studio on Breitenzierstrasse. His family barely saw him, except at dinner. He became a ghost, spending every waking hour creating art. This mysterious lifestyle created a fascinating double life on his canvas. To pay the bills, Zatzka painted grand, sacred frescoes and altarpieces for churches, including his famous ceiling fresco, The Naiad of Baden, at the Kurhaus Spa near Vienna. But the moment the sun went down, his studio transformed. By day, he painted holy saints and Madonnas. By night, he painted flirtatious women in lace corsets, hidden gardens, and mythical nymphs surrounded by swans. He was equally brilliant at both, blending the sacred and the deeply sensual under one roof. But where did this fantasy world come from? Zatzka wasn't just painting random dreams. He was deeply obsessed with the sweeping, dramatic operas of Richard Wagner and the dark, magical fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm. He took those intense theatrical stories and stripped away all the tragedy. Instead of bloody battles or heroic deaths, he focused entirely on the poetic, peaceful, and sensual side of mythology. He turned grand theater into ultimate visual escapism. To achieve his incredible productivity, Zatzka turned his own home into a literal art factory. His wife, Magdalena, along with his daughters and his son Fritz, constantly posed as models. The dreamlike women in his art weren't anonymous faces. They were the very people he loved, transformed into timeless, idealized figures. But here is the bizarre twist. If you look for his name on these masterpiece canvases, you might not find it. Zatzka constantly hid behind aliases, signing his work as H. Zabateri, P. Ronsard, or J. Bernard. Some say it was for commercial reasons to bypass art dealers, while others believe he just loved the thrill of being an invisible puppet master behind his own fame. And this commercial strategy worked perfectly. By the early 1900s, Zatzka realized that rich gallery buyers weren't his only audience. He wanted to reach the masses. He began partnering with publishers to turn his paintings into collectible postcards, which sold by the millions across Europe. Then came the 1920s, and Zatzka completely revolutionized home decor. He became the undisputed king of what Germans called Schlafzimmerbilder, or bedroom pictures. These mass-produced, long, horizontal prints of romantic landscapes, sleeping beauties, and guardian angels became the absolute must-have decoration above the master bed in millions of European homes. He essentially invented the early version of pop art and pin-up culture long before the West did. He also loved to push the boundaries of what society deemed appropriate. One of his most famous and provocative concepts was a series called Through the Keyhole. In these paintings, a beautiful woman is casually undressing in her private room, but the entire scene is viewed through a physically painted frame shaped like a keyhole. It was a brilliant, cheeky play on voyeurism, capturing the hidden desires of a very strict, conservative, Victorian-era society. He knew exactly how to deliver pure, unadulterated pleasure to the eyes of the public. While the map of Europe was being redrawn in blood, Zatzka just kept going. He lived until 1945, witnessing the ultimate death of his empire and the horrors of World War II. Right before his death at age 87, Vienna finally recognized his loyalty to art, granting him a prestigious professorship. After he passed, the art world quickly forgot him, dismissing his work as outdated sentimentality. But in the 1980s, something shifted. American collectors rediscovered his flawless technique, his romantic vision of old Europe, and his incredible attention to detail. Today, his paintings regularly appear at international auctions, fetching massive prices. So, how do we judge an artist who turned his back on history? Was he a coward hiding from reality, or a genius protecting something sacred? In a world that is constantly breaking apart, maybe creating unapologetic beauty is the ultimate form of rebellion. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another story. And hey, if you are an artist, photographer, or crafter yourself, and you're looking for the perfect marketplace to showcase and sell your original work, go check out alibrio.co. It's an incredible platform built just for creators like you. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.